Let's look at another example of how to restrict access to activities. This one is more useful than just making one activity restricted based on another activity being completed. In this case, we're going to use a quiz, and a student must pass the quiz. So we set a grade for passing in the quiz. They must achieve that grade before they go on to the next activity. So this is quite useful in that you can actually check that the student has learned something, has understood something before they go on to a subsequent activity. I'm going to use these two here as an example. I've already set the quiz up, and what I'm going to, so I don't need to change this. The quiz is set up and it's got a pass mark of 50%, 5 out of 10 basically. So they've got to get 50%. Well, I want to set it so they've got to get 50% before they go on to this fun activity. Well, you could call it fun, it's a little more interesting than others, but they can't go on to hangman here until they pass this quiz. Now it hasn't been set up, so I'm going to go in and do it. So the only thing I need to change is restrict the access to this hangman activity. I go to the edit settings icon as per normal, go down and go to restrict access. If I click here, I want to add a restriction. And this time I'm going to select grade. So this, as it says there, this is going to restrict this activity, what we're editing here, based on the grade of a quiz. And I have to choose the quiz, and so it's got student must, and then you choose what quiz they need to pass, what quiz they need to get a certain grade in. There's quite a few quizzes in here. Unfortunately or unfortunately, it's because it's the sandpit, but I know it's this one, PC Test Quiz 1, that's the one above it. And now I've got to set what I want to restrict the access based on. So I'm going to say they must achieve greater than or equal to 50%. And that's really it. Let's go back and see what the effect is. So I'm in as a teacher, so I can see both of them. But if I was in as a student, this would be they could view it, but they couldn't actually go in and use it until they've finished this quiz, and also they've finished this quiz and passed it. So you can set these up so that you can have a sequence of, say, learning activities above, then a quiz, which is testing whether they've learned the material, and then further activities subsequent to that based on them passing the quiz. So you can actually set it up and have a little bit of control over their learning and the progress they make in one of these directed independent learning sessions. And that's it, folks.